Do you know someone who has elderly parents who want to get into some housing, buy a place that fits their needs, but the elderly parents can't qualify for the loan, but their kids who are adult children want to help them out? Or maybe you have a parent that has an adult handicapped or disabled child, and they would like to help them get into a home where they can have some housing and things like that. This loan is for them. It's a very cool loan product that helps those elderly parents or handicapped or disabled children. My name's Miles Pitcher. I'm the owner of Superior Lending here in Utah. Let me guide you guys through today this intro on the Family Opportunity Loan. But first, I'd like to give you an update on rates. Rates continue to get a little bit worse on us. You can see the chart moving down. Please understand, and this is a great rule of thumb, that mortgage rates do not like inflation. Inflation is the enemy of low mortgage rates. And so as the inflation has increased, we have seen the rates get worse. The Federal Reserve is moving to raise the Fed funds rate, which will help combat inflation. And again, Fed funds rates are not tied to mortgage rates. And in fact, mortgage rates are happy when the Federal Reserve raises their Fed funds rate, which is an overnight rate, to slow down or combat the inflation, because remember, inflation is the enemy of mortgage rates. The other piece in here that you guys need to be aware of is that the Federal Reserve is going to stop purchasing mortgage-backed securities, and in the future, they're going to let those be sold and get off their balance sheet. So that is also something that hurts mortgage. We know that there's going to be a rate hike in March. They are now talking about a possible emergency additional rate hike. So we'll keep watching the rates close, but in the big picture, they are still excellent rates. Come March, your clients are going to hear on the news that the Federal Reserve has raised the Fed funds rate, and they are going to be confused by that and think, wow, they just raised mortgage rates. And it may put some of them in a paralysis to where they're like, oh, we're not going to move on a home. Please educate them, talk to them, and let them know that the Fed funds rates are not tied to mortgage rates. Family Opportunity Loan. As I mentioned before, maybe a parent of a disabled or handicapped child wants to help them get into a home, or maybe a child wants to help an elderly parent get into a home. And in both cases, these are situations where the child or the parent cannot qualify on their own, or they're unable to work. This is where this loan comes in. Let's take the situation of a parent with a handicapped or disabled adult child. The parent or legal guardian becomes the owner occupant, even though they may not live or will not live in that home. Even if they have another primary residence, they can still help purchase this home as a primary residence. Same situation with a child who wants to help their parent get into a home, an elderly parent that does not have sufficient income or they're unable to work. The child is considered the owner occupant. In that situation, the child who's helping out the elderly parent will have to qualify for the loan with their credit, their income, that same way. But the beauty of it is that this is a primary residence loan or an owner occupied loan, which means a lower down payment and a better interest rate than if it was done as a second home or investment property. A lot of people look at this idea of helping out that family member, but they believe that they have to buy the home as an investment property or a second home. That's not true. This is a great loan to help them out. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have a great week. My name's Miles Pitcher. We'll talk to you again next week.